Ahoy! Delacron is my new hero. Jokes aside, the lead producer of the live operations for New World has been very communicative in the New World forums and has given us a few insights into what we can expect in the future. One thing he posted a few days ago was that we will have some server merges. And these merges are happening today, so hopefully we can expect the other things that he talked about in the near future as well. What he said about the server merges is that they're going to be a tiny bit aggressive with the new arrangements to account for any continued attrition. So they have the foresight to see that in the upcoming month there's not going to be a massive player spike, likely, because there isn't that much big stuff going on. Let's first have a look at the servers that will actually be merged. In Central EU, we have a few old servers being merged, for example, Niflheim and Caer Sidi into Asgard, as well as Tyr, Na, Nog and Drytree into Abaddon. Along with that, a whole bunch of smaller fresh start servers will also be merged, Apophis into Artemis, Galahad into Cleopatra, Gawain and Jupiter into Kronos, Fate and Morgaine into Crassus, and Gilgamesh and Imhotep into Nyx. In the US East, we also have merges of some older servers, Heliopolis into Marama and Olympus into Castle of Steel, but also some new servers along with that, Devourer into Amara, Minotaur into Seer, and Sentinel into Lilith. Over in South America, we see the last remaining legacy servers getting merged, Atlantis into Devaloka, and along with that, Arjuna and Mayari will be merging into Artorias, and Nomad will merge into Gaia. The region I can speak for a little bit more myself is Australia, and here the merges are particularly interesting. Eridu will finally be merged into Delos, and I hope that at this point no one is complaining about that anymore. First time this was supposed to happen, there were a lot of complaints about it from people on Eridu that wanted to have their small silver culture, but as it stands, Eridu is almost dead because of that, so yeah, let's just bring him into Delos. A particularly aggressive merge is Primordial being merged into Sutek, because in combination this would actually mean that you could have small queues at peak times. I think this is a very smart move to do though, because it's much better to have a small queue than a server that's slowly dwindling away where you constantly have to worry if it's going to survive or if you're going to find queues for anything. The fresh start servers generally seem to be losing players at a little bit of a faster rate compared to the legacy servers, and some people seem to be moving back towards the legacy servers as well. So I think this is the right move for long-term sustainability and also for competitiveness of the servers, because Primordial is basically owned by one company and all relevant territories on Sutek are also owned by one company. So aggressive, but in my opinion very good merges. Now they only need to walk back their word on never merging fresh start and legacy servers, because I'm pretty sure some regions may need that sooner or later. But Delacron has responded to more than just the server merges. He also responded to a request for changing the color of enemy heal circles, sacred grounds. He said, "This is something we are looking into, but I don't have a specific timeline to share yet. It is something we've been wanting internally for a long time too, but has previously been deprioritized due to other features and bug fixes." Now, some people responded with a bunch of random bugs that were fixed that were prioritized over sacred. That is obviously not how it works. You have specific people that are capable of doing these things in the first place, and it's not the easiest thing to change. It's not as simple as just changing a color. But that said, I think it's weird that they did deprioritize something that was highly requested by especially the war community and the Outpost Rush community since the very start of the game. I simply believe it should be much higher on their list of priorities. In another post, somebody requested Transmog in the game, and Delacron has confirmed that this is coming in summer as planned on the roadmap. However, after that he also said, and maybe also a bunch of cool unannounced features and pieces of content between now and then. This is interesting, so we'll see how many unannounced features we are actually getting. There should be a new patch on PTR very soon, and I'm curious how much spice we can expect. Another user in very friendly tone requested a musket nerf. Delacron said, "We've heard your feedback, looked at data, and we should be sharing more information on coming balance changes very soon." So this definitely sounds like they are not done with the musket, and that's every other statement they've made so far in that regard as well. It strongly indicates that we are seeing more drastic overhauls to the musket down the line. Curious to see what they come up with, and I really hope that one of the results will be that we can use a more close-range focused trapper build. That would be incredibly fun in my opinion. Later today I will be posting an advanced Starstone guide that shows you a bunch of tips and tricks and shortcuts in that mutation, so if you're interested in that, please consider subscribing and clicking the bell so you get notified when that comes out. Thanks for watching, Duke Sloth, out.